Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad here, and it's Monday morning, and yes, sort of got a semi-beard. Oh Billy, they've turned my water off in my house, so I haven't had any water over the weekend. I've got my mother-in-law's around the corner, so it's not too bad. Had a bath last night. I have a wet floor. Billy, come on. And it was nice to get a bath, but I didn't have any razors, so don't worry, I'm all good. No let myself go, and yeah, everything's good, guys. Kitchens, guys are in putting the kitchen in. Hopefully by the night I'll have a kitchen. Can you believe that? You know. So anyway, I wanted to bring a couple of things that's been going on in the Patriot world, you know, and basically my videos cover what's going on. I cover what I see on everything, everywhere, and to do with our country, us, and Patriots. And that also covers Patriot channels, and as you know, I do any good channels, I bring them to you and promote channels and help other people out and stuff like that. And but you know, sometimes we have to bring a wee bit of criticism, and please don't take this the wrong way, anybody. It's just me giving you my opinion, as I always do, in basically layman's terms, you know. So first of all, I'm going to address the live last night from Paul Thorpe. And before I do, I just want to make a couple of things clear, right? Now, I don't know Paul and I don't know Richard, right? Well, I do know Richard, but he doesn't know me. And, you know, see, as you all know, I've been following Tommy, like, since the day one, you know what I mean? So I know everybody that's came, gone. And basically, you know, out of everybody in the movement right now, if there's one person I would tell my followers to trust, who 110% with all my heart, no backdoors, no hidden agendas, straight up, no BS, and that is Richard Inman, you know. A couple of reasons, you know, maybe a wee bit biased as well, because he comes from, he's staying in one of my areas, you know what I mean, in Northern Ireland, and you know, quite a lot of my friends know him, you know. Like I say, I've never met the man. He doesn't know me, so I don't want anybody connecting anything, like nothing like that, you know. I'm just a member of the public, just like the rest of you watching this video. That's all I am, you know. And basically, like, you know, he's a really good man. You know, he's a Christian, ex-army, seen a lot, probably done a lot more than he tells and says, you know. And yeah, he's a really passionate, committed patriot, 110%. You know, there's never any of the years that I've been watching, following him, has he ever given me any doubt. Paul, I don't really know Paul, but I'll be honest, Paul's been an absolute gentleman to me. He has wished me well with my baby and everything, and you know, nothing but love for the guys, you know. But I have to address the live last night, because I did do a video about the Tommy reform carrying on, and you know, it is what it is, guys. You know, it did come across like, you know, it is a bit like a potato, you know. And that's, there's nothing I can say about that, guys. I understand that you didn't mean to say vote for reform, but support reform does mean to us vote for reform. Get behind reform, give them a second chance. Reaching out to reform, to us that's vote reform, you know. And there's no two ways about it, guys. And you know, that's the general feeling from my followers and people I've been talking to on the phone and stuff like that, you know what I mean. And you know, I know you didn't mean it to come across that way. It's not a problem, you know what I mean. It really isn't a big deal, you know. I'm just saying, guys, you know, it was just the way it came across. It's how it was. Plus, there's other things as well. Keep moving, Bailey. There's other things as well that we're hearing from other patriots about reform and that, and Tommy and all like that. So I think it's a matter of people putting two and two together, you know, and they came up with four. And yeah, I wouldn't take too much from it, like, but I have to say, you know what I mean. It's like, honestly, did come across like that, guys. But I'm not going to go on and on about it. Two amazing patriots. You're doing an amazing job, guys. And yeah, okay, maybe I picked these up wrong, right? But like I say, potato, you know what I mean? Supporting, following, giving people second chances. To us, that's vote. You want us to vote for reform, you know? And there's just one clarification on that, you know what I mean? And I don't think that was really our fault. I think Paul was a bit angry, and I don't know why. I know it was nothing to do with me, but because he would just need to contact me and speak to me, and I would be happy to speak to Paul about anything, And I know he's been saying he's been reaching out to people, and they haven't been hanging. I would say to them people who he's reaching out to, get in contact. We need to come together. There's no two ways about it. But I know, like he mentioned about egos and stuff like that. So I imagine there's other things going on that we don't know about. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to go and get my breakfast or my lunch now. You know what I mean? And I'm going to carry on when I come out and walk the other way. So just got to talk about Tusi now as well, because there's been a lot happening, and a bit disappointed in Tusi, guys. You know what I mean? Like I say, don't know Tusi that long really. I know he's done a lot reporting on Tommy stuff and that, and his channel's grown quite a lot in the last year. And I'm just a wee bit disappointed in the way he's been behaving. Obviously, like, you know how I feel about Tusi. I love the guy. I think he does amazing stuff, but personally I can't watch his stuff, because of the clickbait. He puts stuff up that isn't real, and there's nothing worse than looking at a headline on a video, going to watch it, and it's got nothing to do with it, or they skirt about the issue and don't actually mention it, and it's just to keep you drawn in, and I don't like that. And I'll tell you why, because there's a lot of patriots right now have came online because of what's happened in our country, them three little girls, and what's been going on in Rotherham, Rochdale, all them cities, and that's why we're here. We're here because of that. All the patriots are coming online to look at other YouTubers to get advice and guidance and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like we rely. There has to be a bit of trust involved for everybody. For when especially if you've got like nearly 1 million followers, you've got to be honest and open with guys. You know what I mean? And last week, the carry on about the police going to arrest him and all fleeing the country, and just dramatic headlines that quite a lot of us knew was just going to be smoke and mirrors, and we said, quite a lot of us said that. And the problem is like, now Tusi's called Emmons out. Now, Clown World, amazing platform, right? He does his own thing, keeps himself to himself, patriot, brings some amazing content out, and then we've got Tusi telling people to unsubscribe. It's like, we don't do that. We do not. We are not the left. We do not tell our followers to not follow somebody else because we're not happy about them. You've got to be allowed to be criticised. If you're going to put your face on the internet the way you are and have almost 1 million followers, then you've got to take a bit of criticism. And the criticism wasn't just come from Clown World. It was come from me. It was come from Paz, and it was come from other people, right? So it would be different if it was just one person, right? You would think, all right, maybe there's a wee axe to grind, but it wasn't just one person. There was quite a few people going, this isn't right. And the problem Paz had with it, which I totally understand, is Paz has got over 100,000 followers. And like, Tusi's talking about the police shutting Tusi TV down and all these dramatic headlines. People were worrying, if they're going to come for him, they're going to come for everybody else, So, it was wrong. It was a bad thing to do. It wasn't a nice thing to do. I personally believe Tusi is a bit of a drama queen and a bit of a clickbaiter, and I don't honestly blame him. I blame whoever's around him, the team involved, because there is a team of them. Tusi's a presenter. He presents, he reports, he goes to stuff like that. He doesn't do everything. He's not responsible for everything. So I'm not going to lay the blame at his door, but he definitely needs to address some of the things that's going on. Now, I understand a lot of these people come into YouTube and they maybe had channels on the go, or maybe they just started a channel, and then all of a sudden it explodes because of the heartache and suffering that we're having to deal with on the streets of the working class. That's why your channels are exploding, guys. That's why your super chats and all the money you're bringing in, it's coming from people working on the working class people on the streets. Mostly people over 50. You can see your algorithms, your analytics, your when you go into your YouTube studio, you know who your majorities are, you know where they're from and all the rest of it. And I think whenever you're going to go down that road and take money in a situation like this, then we're going to hold you to a high standard. No two ways about it, guys. And you have to take criticism from your followers. You have to. You can't just blame everybody else, you know what I mean, and tell everybody that's saying one thing that we're wrong, you know what I mean. Like I say, it would be different if it was just one person had an axe to grind, but it's not. there's numbers of patriots coming out and saying the same thing right now, and there is a lot of stuff being said behind the scenes, and I'd like to just address stuff like that, because I'm part of the followers. I'm like the guys watching my videos. We're all together. We're the ones that are watching your videos. Now, I'll never monetize my video because of the topics I touch on. Childhood abuse, both from the 70s and from today. Illegal immigration, the nick of the country, how bad where the country's going. I'm never going to take money from anybody for that, even though I am skint and I can't even afford microphones. I still couldn't do it. But it's missing the point. I'm doing this for my daughter. I'm doing this for my country. Two biggest things I love, you know. I don't need money because I've got everything I want in life. I'm really, really happy and content. I don't have any money, but I don't need money. You know, I've got enough to survive. We survive as a family. And I've got friends that can help me out with bits and pieces, like for the baby and all that. You know, in working class, that's how we work, you know, hand-me-downs and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of people are struggling to eat or heat, you know. And it's these people that are struggling to eat and eat are throwing money into these channels, you know. And I'm not saying that these guys do not deserve the money, far from it. The amount of hassle they go through, not just from like getting the videos, having the research, blah, 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 getting equipment and travelling, but from the left, from the government, you know, always worrying if there's a door going to go in. Lots of things. Personally, if you really do worry about that, you shouldn't be doing it, you know. Like I started doing this, guys, simply, right? I've been an activist for a long time, doing little things here and there, but this is the first time I've ever come on and done anything online like this, put my face out. And the only reason I done it was because all the big patriots that had the big channels, after Southport and people started getting arrested, people were leaving the country, people were panicking, people that we were relying on all of a sudden disappeared and shut down. And like, I was like, what's going on? Why? What are you scared of? You know, you're allowed to have an opinion. We've still got a freedom of speech. So I started doing this to give all the people a guideline of how far you can go and what you can say and what you can't say. And I know quite a lot of big YouTubers watch my videos. They get a guidance of how far they can go. Not all of them do it. We've still got a lot of YouTubers that are skirting around the issues and are scared of getting monetized, are scared of getting demonetized, And like, personally, they're in it for the wrong reasons. And this is the problem with YouTube. You can make a lot of money on YouTube, and a lot of these guys get involved, and then all of a sudden all these followers come, the subs go up. Next thing, they're getting monetized, they're getting money for their adverts, blah, blah, blah. And then they're getting, like, they've got Patreons, they've got, you know, subscriptions where you got to pay. There's money flowing left, right, and centre. Like I say, I've got no problem with it. Like I say, a lot of these guys do need security. Some of the guys don't need the money. Some of them do, you know. And all I'm saying is, if you're going to go down that road, then you need to have a certain standard. There's chips are in. Chips are in, mate. I know. So, yeah, you've got to set a certain standard. You've got to hold your head up and take criticism when it comes, and, you know, it is what it is, guys. But there's a lot of whispers on the street, you know what I mean? The thing about Tommy and Reform, it wasn't just Paul Thorpe and that. It came out and said about Reform. There was other whisperings from other patriots all around Britain, and yeah, there's a lot being said, you know, that's got nothing to do with even Paul Thorpe or Mayor Tussey. So a lot happens behind the scenes, outside of YouTube, on the streets, on WhatsApp groups and on other places, you know. And all I'm saying is, like with my original videos, I would never push anybody to one party. As far as I'm concerned, there's more than two parties. You know, you got Reform, you got UKIP, you got the ADF, and you got the SDP. Every one of them are worth looking at. Every one are worth scrutinising, and every one are worth giving a chance to follow or whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? But I don't think it would be. I would never do it. I would never tell my followers, go this way, do this, or, you know. And I wouldn't say to my followers, you know, in a way to vote somebody, but by not just saying vote it. If you're going to say support or reach out or give them another chance, that is telling people to vote. That is, there's no way about it. It's potato, guys. I know you aren't actually saying the word vote, but the impression that everybody gets is that you're wanting us to vote for Reform. That's all we're saying. And all we're saying is we couldn't really understand where it came from, but that's all we were wanting, clarification of what's happened. Is there something happening we don't know about? Is there other things going on that you can't talk about, guys? That's all we were wanting to know. But I got a feeling like that something else has happened with Paul and maybe some other patriots, and he was. I could feel like it was angry and talking about egos and stuff like that. But I'm going to finish off. I'm not going to make a big deal of it, but Martucci has been clickbaiting. He has been called out by different patriots, and then his reaction is the badmouth him. That's not right, guys. That's not right. You can't be so successful and then go on about free speech and everything, and then tell other people not to follow other patriots. You can't do that. That's not acceptable. So it's not. And we need to stop the bickering. Everybody does need to come together. I know Paul said he reached out to some people and they haven't even replied. That's not right. You should be replying. We should all be talking to each other, communicating to each other, and giving each other love. And we should be burying any differences we got for the sake of our children and for the sake of our country. This is the most serious time in our lifetimes, guys. Britain has never been in a situation like this before. This is worse than the world wars. I'm concerned. We're under more threat now than we ever were from anybody else. I honestly believe that. And I'm going to be bringing a video tonight. And I want you to look at a video I'm going to bring you and have a wee look. And this is like what's going on in other parts of the world, what other people are saying about Britain. Some of our own patriots can't even talk like this, but in the video I'm going to bring you. But yet we've got other people all around the place talking about it. I know there's different laws, different places, but I touch on the exact same things, and not enough people are touching on what I'm touching on. And it's simply because they don't want to lose their monetization. They don't want to get demonetized, and that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. The reason why I will never take any money off my followers is because I don't want my message getting lost. I'm here for one reason, two reasons: my daughter and my country. Simple as that. Nothing else matters, And it doesn't take much money just to stick a phone on, put it in my face, and start talking. Yeah, I could do with some mics and stuff like that, but I'll get there. I will get there eventually. Right, all my love, and God bless. I just want to add this bit on, guys. That was my lunch ready. So just want to add this wee bit, and I'm going to stick up a link here. Well, not a link, but a YouTube channel. So this is a channel there. If you can jump on there and give it a subscribe. That's Richard, that's Richard's channel, Richard Inman. So like I say, guys, we're all here to help each other. So even if you don't want to watch the channel, give it a subscribe. It all makes a difference, it really does. That's what I always say to people. You don't need to give money. Just like, subscribe, share, tell people what's going on. That's how you can get involved and help patriots, And yeah, and I just want to stick this up now as well, just to make sure everybody still knows about this. And if you haven't signed up, give that a wee sign, guys. That's one of the most important things going about right now. That's something we can all get involved in. There's no politics, it's just patriots. Give it a wee read. Definitely worth a read, definitely worth a wee bit of your time. And try and promote it, guys. Try and get other people to sign it. I always say to people, like when we're dealing with stuff like this, part of your activism as a patriot is to do stuff like this, but not just to do it. If you can get 5 of your friends to do it, you just got to grab their phone and put in, the pledge, .org.uk on their phone, and then just go here, sign up to that, give it a wee read when you get 5 minutes. If we all done that, 5 friends each, and then they all done that, 5 friends each. Wow, how fast we would grow, how strong we become, how powerful we would become, guys. All under the same banner. So yeah, that's what I want you to do, guys. So once again, all my love and God bless.